So, it is the first weekend of November, and I have decided that I'm going to do my reading vlogs on the weekends in November. Because alas, during the week I am actively involved in NaNoWriMo Month, and so I need to get this novel done this month. And I figured, why not just use the weekends for my reading vlogs? And it is Friday night on the 1st, and I don't even know what to tell you. I started a new audiobook today because I always have one. So when I'm running or I'm doing errands, I can always read a book. And so my Libby hold on the Unhoneymooners came through, so I started listening to that today. I was at Walmart, guys, and no joke, I was laughing my butt off in the aisles. I'm sure everyone that passed me thought I was something, that's for sure. So I really enjoyed that one. Not gonna rush through it. I'm gonna hold on to that one and kind of use it for my runs and baking cookies and cleaning the kitchen and all that stuff. But tonight, I think I'm just gonna read one of my graphic novels I chose because it is late and I don't want to really get invested. I don't know about you, but for me, when I start a book late at night, sometimes I will not sleep at all. I'll just stay up and finish the whole book. So I have to be super careful when I read at night because it's hard to shut it to go to bed. It really is. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to read, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I'm gonna read, what is it called? Nimona. I can't wait, so I'll let you know what happens. Okay, so I am halfway through this book. It is quite interesting and sweet and funny and silly at the same time. It's basically about Nimona, who's a young girl who asked to basically be the sidekick of the villain named Ballister Blackheart. However, Ballister Blackheart has a code of conduct, and Nimona, she's like, well, you're a villain, you can do whatever you want, you can kill people, you can do anything you want, and Ballister is like, no, there's a code, you can't just go around killing people, you only kill people when you're ready to take responsibility for it. But she's like, half-hearted, just goes for whatever she wants, doesn't think about it. She's a little ADD, and she's a shapeshifter, and so she has the ability to shapeshift into things, including a shark. Um, so far it's very cute. I've enjoyed it. I cannot wait to finish the rest, but I probably will finish it tomorrow. All right, quick update before I am done with Friday the 1st of November. I read Nimona? Nimona. Yeah, Nimona. I read Nimona tonight. It was a graphic novel. I really enjoyed it. It's about this villain and a young girl who wants to be his sidekick. And the villain's like, I can't have a child as a sidekick. But he decides to go ahead and let her be his sidekick because she is a shapeshifter and he figures that will come in handy. But this villain has like a code of conduct, and unfortunately, Nimona does not have a code of conduct. She's actually quite a dark character. And so the whole story is this progression of them like trying to break into the institution and fight his rival. And the story kind of takes a couple twists that we don't um, kind of see coming from the beginning. I thought it was really cute. I laughed a lot during it. It was very sweet and fun, and I would definitely recommend it. Actually, for a graphic novel, I think it was like a four-star graphic novel. Um, and definitely like fun. It is a little bit darker. It does have like a lot of the undertones of like um I don't know, like I personally like the undertones of like mental health kind of and relationships and like it's very interesting. That's all I have to say. Okay, I don't want to spoil it because it is a good one and you should read it. Anyways, tomorrow is graphic novels. I only have Monstrous left. I kind of devoured Nimona faster than I expected to devour it, and I was going to do uh, graphic novels and baking this vlog, but it looks like, well, actually, you know what? I might be able to do graphic novels and baking. Let's see how that works. All right. Good morning. It is Saturday, and I am downstairs making pancakes. Mmm, delicious. Today is Monstrous graphic novel. Hopefully I'll get through the whole series today. Hopefully. And we're making cookies, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, but they are gluten-free because I do have a gluten allergy. Well, technically a sensitivity. I also have a corn allergy, which makes life even better. But so we're making cookies today, and we're probably gonna go to the park because it is like beautiful fall day, and we have snow in the forecast coming up this week. So I figured today is a good day to let the kids go out and run crazy. Plus, it's a cheap and free thing to do. And this year we're trying, well, this next 2 years we're trying to like, you know, get to a point where we're debt free. So, gotta do the small things like take trips to the park and whatnot. So, anyways, see ya. All right, so it's Sunday and got most of my baking done this weekend and finished Nimona and watched, I keep saying watched. I listened to an audiobook called Etiquette and Espionage, and I thought it was such a great book because I ended up getting it done like in the first day. It was so incredibly fun to listen to. I think it's a middle grade book. I'm not 100% sure. But it was so good. It's basically like a coming of age spy type story set in, I think it's considered Victorian times. However, it is like steampunk infiltrated, so that means like it's in Victorian times, but had Victorian times been more technologically advanced. And also there are werewolves and vampires in it. So it is definitely a different world than just the traditional Victorian era. And this young girl who is kind of up to mischief and curious, spontaneous young girl is sent to a finishing school, which happens to not be a traditional finishing school, but rather a finishing school that trains in the art of espionage. And it is so incredibly good. The young girl goes to school, she's learning how to be a great spy, but while she's doing it, she's trying to solve a case that's going on at the same time. It's an excellent story. I really enjoyed it. I'm still debating whether or not I think it's a 4-star or 5-star. So I'll have to let you know what it is later on. But I also finished Monstrous Volume 1. And initially I thought it was extremely graphic and violent. And I didn't know if I would like it. I think I got like 10 or 12 pages in and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm going to finish this book. But after I gave it some time, I did really enjoy the story. It was really interesting, and by the end of the story, there is something that's revealed that we didn't know the whole story, and it just kind of catches you off guard, and you're like, what? So it does like catch you, and I do want to read the second volume and continue the story. The art is excellent, and like I said, the story is very interesting. So that is what I've been up to this weekend. I think it was a pretty overall like decent weekend. I didn't get as much reading as I would have liked to have gotten done, but alas, life happens and you read where you can and you do what you can, right? So I hope you guys had a great weekend too, and I will see you guys next video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe below, and I will see you later. Bye.